Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I just got home. This is after I came back from Oaklawn and was trying the 3-2-1, and I was trying it at the 64 cross level. So what I was doing is I was playing a $15 pass line mostly, and that's kind of how I was trying to get the hard ways and stuff like that. But it had mixed results. Like I said in the recap video, I think it needs some help. I don't think by itself, I think it's too expensive. All right, and after you're pressing that up and you're not collecting anything to get through them shooters, I think it ends up being too expensive. So, but I think there's a way around that. All right, so I got $600 there, and I'm gonna play it like I was playing it. So a $25 pass. Here we go. And we got to come out 7. 6-1. Alright, so we're going to pick up all these. And we're working. And we got a 5. 3 and a 2. Alright, awesome. Okay, so at this point, we would go across with our bets. But I think we should also play a don't. All right. Okay. So we're still looking for 3 hits, but we're hoping to get a don't in here. And I actually think that this will help this strategy along. And we got a 5. All right. Point made 5. All right. So that's going to come off. That's going to count as a hit. That dont's going to travel. You're going to make this, and that's going to be 75 in the back. Okay, so you're still pressing up, guys. It's still a press up thing, but now you're going to put that on that odds up there. All right. Let's drop these. So this was ended up kind of being a power press here. All right. But so we got some odds up there. And honestly, guys, I would have that working on the come-outs. I don't think there's a reason not to. So, and so I know that's not exact odds, so you might want to go like that, but it's okay. I mean, they're going to pay you 12 for that. No big deal. And we got a 6. Okay, so the point's going to 6. These are hard way. I'm just going to have the hard ways working all the time. That way it's not a huge deal. All right, same thing here. Looking for some hits. And we got a 9. Okay, so that's a $105 9. Okay, so again, that's another hit. And this is why I think that it's key to be bumping that up. Because now, as you're getting further along into it, I understand that it's still, that 5 is detrimental. All right, so now you got $50. Alright, so you're basically going to win 2/3 of that, which, you know, ends up being like 2/3, so it's what, $17 or something like that. Alright, so, but then you win the 50 on the bottom. Alright, we're looking for another hit, and we got the 8. Alright, perfect. Alright, so that's 120, so it's going to pay 140. And we're going to go off on our bets except for this. And we lost that 8. Okay, so we're going to bump this up to 100. 100. 100. Six and 8. And I mean, we can just add that to that. They're off, so that's not a huge deal. Or we could just save that. Probably just save it's just fine. All right, so basically all we're working is this 6 in that 7. All right, now we don't want the 5, of course. But if we roll a 7, we're actually going to make some money. All right, there's an 11. and a 4. Remember, I said we're off on everything. And the 6. All right, so we hit our point. Perfect. All right. Rack that up. Coming out. And we got the 8. All right, so our point's moving 8. All right, so we're turning, we didn't get a 7 yet. Are we going to turn the stuff back on? I think you can when you have this as the hedge. I think it no longer affects it. And so here we go. Let's turn it all back on. See what happens. And the 9. Okay. So that's 140. Okay. So again, we're going to press up. Let's get some greens instead here. Mark our 9. So, bump, bump, bump. And on that 5, we're going to be able to go up to 90. All right, so that's going to pay 60 in odds, and it's going to pay 50 on the bottom, which doesn't seem like a huge deal, but if we hit a 7, we're not losing our whole world. We're going to get a whole bunch of it back right there. All right, here we go. And we got the 6, okay? And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 150, it's going to pay 175. The bets are going to go off. Again, they're going to let you go up in odds on this until you get 4 times that, so until you can win $200, which is great. All right, so I think we go on and bump that all the way up, 150. All right, now we have all these to use. Of course, we want to bump our 6 and 8 up. And then, you know, we got two more members, just rack them. It's not a big deal, we'll rack them up. All right, so now all we have working is that 8 and that 5 with odds. All right, everything else is going to be off. And the 7. All right. So right here, we just got paid for our diligence, basically, by saying, okay, we trust that this is going to be this way. All right, so 50 there. And then over here, you're going to make $100 because it's going to be 2 to 3. There's 150. All right. Now, in my opinion, this is like starting over. So you rack all this up, put a 5 out there. It doesn't really matter yet, but so we're gonna get us a come out roll. See what happens. We're off, and we got a 10. All right, remember, we're only looking for 1 hit, but that doesn't change the fact that we still want to don't. So you could lay or whatever to cover that 7. Maybe laying's the best option. Remember, you're only trying to hit 1 number here. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, should we just lay it or should we go through the don't? Because if we go through the don't, that's kind of defeating it, because we're only looking for 1 hit on this last one. So probably on this last one, you just want to lay. All right, so let's do a 150 lay 9. Let's do $150 lay 9. See, we just need 1 hit, guys. And we got the hard 4. All right, so that's going to be win twice. Awesome. So over here it's 35 bucks. Rack it. And that's 125. So we're going to owe 6. And you get 4 back. And that's going to pay $250. All right, collect it up. Remember, we're coming all the way down to the base of everything. And at this point, we would take that lay down. I don't see any reason to keep it up there. So we pull that off. All right, so now all we're going to have working at this point is this 10 right here. That 10 is going to be off. Everything else can be off. We hit that 4. All right, here we go. And we got the 8. And back-to-back 8s. So maybe we should have just stayed on there. I mean, we are way in the lead. And there's a 3. And a 5. And another 8, so it's 3 8s. And another 8, that's 4 8s. And a 6. So we're missing out on a huge roll here. Oh, I missed a quarter on both of them. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm tripping. And we got the 7 finally. Okay, so there's going to lose here. All right, missed a bunch of winners there. And you know, that's one of the things about this that maybe needs an adjustment too. Maybe once you get through there, you just play it out at that level. Yeah, I mean, that should work too. All right, here we go. And we got to come out 7, 4, 3. All right. These would lose because I would have worked them on that come out. All right. So here we go. So we're in the same position again. We're just trying to get another winner. And we got it, come out 7. So it's just going to replace everything. And we got the 6, 5 and a 1. Okay, so it's going to lose over here. Lose right here. All right, here we go. So now again, we're looking for 3 hits, but we're going to start with a $50 dump as well. And we got ace, ace. Okay. So I don't know, I haven't really figured out what to do here. Probably stack one of them, collect 25. Seems reasonable. All right, made the 6, hard 6. Okay, don't have the hard 6 no more. That kind of sucks. But okay, so it's still going to pay $70 and 25 over here. I forgot that we could have put that in odds. Not a big deal. All right, so right here, we're going to take this and put this right over on there, and we're going to start pressing some. And again, this is me just working through this while I'm talking to you guys. It's just some stuff I thought about when I was playing. All right, so in this situation, I'm going to be playing the pass line, and I'm going to work these 3. I'm going to have everything else up here off, except for I'm going to have all of that working. There we go. And we got a 3. All right. Just going to kill this. Same thing. And an 8, a 5, and a 3. Oh, so we got 1 hit. It was the 6. So we're going to lose our 8 over here. All right, so we're still in that same position. Trying to get some winners. And we got a 7. Okay, so we had an early 7 this time. But this time we had a little bit of help. All right, so 60 is going to win 50 and then 75. So it just didn't totally destroy us. And that's what I think where the value is in having that don't come behind it. And I'd like y'all's feedback on this. Let me know what you think, because I mean, I'm just going to run through it a few times. This is the first time I've ran through it too, so I don't really know. All right, so let's try it again. Coming out. And we got a 7. A lot of come out 7s. Working these hard ways. And we got the 8, 6, and a 2. Pull that 8 off. Pull that off. All right. So here we go. We're going across again. Oops, 2, 2, and 2. All right, and a $50 dump. Now, of course, if you roll a 7 here, it's just going to cost you $50 more. So there is that. All right, 3, 2, 5. There's 1 winner. It's going to be $70. Rack this up. Oh, that went to the 5, right? Okay. So there's a 3, 1, 4. So that would have traveled to the 5. We would put that over there on that. And then we hit the 4. So it's going to cost us $2 for 100. So we're going to bump that, bump that, bump that, and bump this. And we're looking for another hit. And we got the 6. All right. So that's 120. Going to pay 140. Lose that 6. We made it through. We're going to turn our bets off. Bump everything up. Move that back up there. Take this to 100, this to 100, this to 100, and put that on there. Alright, so we're off on everything except for the 5 odds, and the 8 pass line. And a 9, 5 and a 4. Nope. And a 3, a 2 and a 1. And oh, we got knocked off. Okay, so I was wondering when that was going to happen. So I guess in this instance, you just let it ride. I wouldn't replace it, I guess. And there's the 10. And the 9. And the 7. Okay. So, here we go. Come out, roll. Working them hard ways. And we have a 3. Alright. 3 is not what we want. Same thing. And an 8. 5 and a 3. Okay, so at this point, we're going to want to put our 5 back, at least at the $50 level, I would think. Get $50 over here. We're looking for 2 hits. And we got a 5, a 3 and a 2. 3, 2, 5. So it's going to win 70. It's going to travel. I'm going to put that back there. We're going to add 25 to it there. We're going to bump up this 8. Okay, and that would be it. Look for one more hit. And we got a yo. And the 5 again. Dang it. Alright. Guess we'll go back over here. Maybe not replace it again. And the 8. Okay, so we got a point made. It's going to be another winner. We're going to win 25 here. And 140. So I don't know. I mean, so like if it gets hit like that a few times, it actually makes it like actually bad. Like, so I'm not really sure yet on this. It worked good one time and it's worked bad 2 times. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say on this yet. Let's trade that out. All right, here we go. We're off on the come out except for the hard ways and the pass. And we got a 6, 4 and a 2. Alright, we're looking for 1 hit, guys. So I guess here again, we don't put the don't come, but we are going to put a big lay. So, I mean, I don't know which one do you want to lay. I guess you just kind of could guess. I don't know, maybe we'll lay, let's just pick the 4. Let's lay the 4. Right, so let's just move that back there. Lay that 4. And, probably add to this a little bit, at least this hard 4, maybe make it 30. I mean, I don't know, like I said, I'm just kind of working through this too. If you make one more hit here, it doesn't really matter what happened. So let's just see. And a 7. Wow. So that was pretty brutal. Alright, so we didn't really make anything over here. We're going to get $50. So maybe 4 is not the best one. Maybe you lay one of them other ones. Pays a little better, or you just lay it way bigger. So maybe that was kind of a mistake there. I didn't really. $2 for Vig. So I mean, we're still winning, but we definitely took a hit there. So maybe, let's see. Okay, so you're only going to have to do it a couple rolls. So maybe we'll just use the hop 7s. Okay, we'll try that this time to cover our bets. All right, so here we go, coming out. And a yo, cool. All right, $25 winner. And here we go. And a 7 right behind it, so it's a wash. Oh, that's not supposed to be on the dump, guys. It's supposed to be on the pass. And the 6, 4, and a 2. Alright, so this time we're going to do the same exact thing. 2, 2, 2. Playing the same game. Alright, here we go. Hard 4. Alright, so that's a good one. It's going to be 35 here. And we're going to drop $5, get three of them back. And we're going to get paid $100. Alright. Okay, so this is a mess. So you hit one hit. Maybe you wait till one hit and then you say, okay, from here on out, I'm going to hop these 7s. Alright, so how much can you hop for legitimately without really just cutting into your profit? Alright, so maybe it's, so everything up there pays, this hinders the profit so much. So maybe this ain't the plan, maybe this ain't the best way. Let's just try it anyway. Alright, so let's say we're hopping the 7s for 10 apiece on this roll. Alright, here we go. And we got a 7. So I guess that was okay. It still only pays $150 on one of them. Everything else comes down. So that was better than the don't that would have lost there on basically a hit 7. So I don't know. I'm still a little torn on this, on how you get some coverage, at least through them. Because it's only 6 hits, so how do you get that coverage on the 7 there? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to try to use a come bet instead. Alright, so let's get in the pass. And an 8. It's 5 and a 3. Okay. We're looking for some hits. And 6. Okay. $70 winner. Okay, so we bumped up the 5 and the 6, but now we're going to put a come bet out there. I'm going to put a $100 come bet out there. I know it doesn't cover everything, but it does cover $100, and you don't lose it if you roll 7. Dang it! It's just okay. So maybe, I mean, that was okay, but maybe it just wasn't enough. Maybe it needs to be more. All right. So what's crazy, guys, is after all that beatings, we're still ahead. We started with $600. There's 5 there, 6. We're up 100 and something bucks. All right. So this is going 21 minutes. I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to try this comeback one more time because I think this is the more I'm thinking about it, this is the way to do it. Is through the come on the hedge. All right, yo. That's in me $25 winner. All right, here we go. And off easy 4. Let's get some reds. I mean some greens. We can get 200 in greens. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh. All right, so we're looking for some numbers. And we got the 5, 3 and a 2. $70 winner. Okay. Bump up 6 and 8. Mark that 5. All right, and so we're going to go with $100 come bet again. I know it's not a full hedge, but it's a pretty decent one. And we got a 6, a 516. So that's a $105 winner. This is going to travel. Mark that 6. 105, so we lost that. Bump up, bump up, bump up. And so since that's a $100 6, you literally can just go like this. So that's pretty cool. Or you could move that down here, maybe, whatever you think. Remember, we're looking for one more hit, so I'm going to go on and put another $100 come. I know it's not all of it, but it is some of it. And the 7. It's just brutal. So this is okay. I'm really starting to think it's just too aggressive. I mean, without guys that can hit 3 numbers, it's just too aggressive. So, yeah. I mean, after all that, we made it through once, and we ended up down about $200, and I can't really figure out a way to hide them numbers from that 7, at least partially. It's just the only other thing I can think of is to start through the don't, and then not play the come out game, and just start through the don't and start big through the don't. And I don't know. I'll have to think about that. So, anyways. This is Jacob from Wager Me This, and this is just me kind of thinking about the strategy, trying to go through some other ways to play it, some of the weaknesses I saw in it. And again, I'm seeing the same weakness here, that it's just too much money. It's too expensive when you lose. So anyways, you guys have a great night.